Assalamu alaikum students. This is lecture number 4 of chapter number 11 of the D-1 book, Triangles, Quadrilaterals and Polygons. So we start this lecture with some information about different types of quadrilaterals. So what is quadrilateral? Quadrilateral is actually a four-sided figure. So it can be a rectangle, square, parallelogram, kite, rhombus, etc., or trapezium. So, what is rectangle? Rectangle is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal in length, and the angle between the adjacent sides are always 90-degree. And also, you can see that A to C or B to D, these lines are AC or BD are diagonals and they are equal in length. So opposite sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel, and the angle between the adjacent sides, these angles are 90 degrees. The next one is square. So square is a quadrilateral in which all the sides are equal in length and the angle between the adjacent sides is always 90-degree. And obviously parallel sides, opposite sides are parallel too. And the angle and the diagonals are equal in length. And if you draw an angle or the angle formed by the intersection of two diagonals, although there are four angles, number one, number two, and number three, number four, all of these angles are 90-degree. Number three, parallelogram. Parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal in length and they are parallel, obviously, but the angle between the adjacent side is not equal to 90-degree, like we have seen in the rectangle. In this quadrilateral, the angle between the adjacent side is not equal to 90-degree. So this angle is not 90. Similarly, this angle is also not a right angle. Another thing, the opposite angles like this, angle at A and angle at C are equal. Similarly, angle at D and angle at B are equal. And you can see that there are two diagonals AC and BD, and AC is not equal to BD, like we have seen in the rectangle. All right. Next quadrilaterals are rhombus, trapezium, and kite. So, what is rhombus? Rhombus is just similar to the parallelogram, but in parallelogram only opposite sides are equal, but in rhombus all the sides are equal, and the angle between the adjacent side is not equal to 90 degree, like we have seen in the square quadrilateral. This angle and this angle, these angles are not equal to 90 degree, but opposite angles like angle at A and angle at C, similarly angle at B and angle at D are equal. Opposite angles are equal in rhombus. And another interesting thing is the angles made by the diagonals, like at point E, are always 90, just like in the square. These angles are 90-degree. Okay, next one is trapezium, next quadrilateral. In trapezium, only one pair of parallel sides exist. Like AB is parallel to CD, whereas AD and BC are not parallel. Also, AB is not equal to DC. Kite. Kite is a quadrilateral in which adjacent sides are equal. Like AD is equal to AC, whereas AB is equal to BC. Adjacent sides are equal in length. And like square and rhombus, the angles formed by the intersection of two diagonals are always 90 degree. These angles are always 90 degree. All right, so this is some information about the different types of quadrilateral. So we will use this information in the questions of exercise 11b. Question number 1, find the values of the unknown into the following rectangles. So I'm going to do part B. So in part B, you can see that a rectangle is A, B, C, D, and on AB, a point E exists. And at this point, two angles, you can see that C and 78 degree, whereas angle BCE is 39, and another unknown angle, which is D, is at EDC. So as we know that this is rectangle, so the angle between the adjacent side will be 90. So angle B is 90. That I have seen shown this in the diagram. So in this triangle BEC, the sum of angles should be 180 degree. I'm writing here in triangle BEC. Angle C plus 39 and third one is 90 degree equal to 180. So C will be equal to 39 plus 90 gives you 129. So C will be equal to 180 degree minus 129. So C will be equal to 51. Similarly, we know that the angle between the adjacent side is always 90 degree in the rectangle. So this angle BCD will be 90. It means this angle will be 90 minus 39. So I'm writing here angle ECD. Angle ECD will be equal to 90 minus 39 or 51 degree. And this angle can also be got from the fact that these two angles are alternate angles because CD and BE are parallel sides. So this angle is 51 degree. All right, next. Now we can apply sum of angles on on triangle ECD. Right here in triangle CDE. The first angle is D, second is 78, and third one is 51, equal to 180 degree. So D will be equal to 78 plus 51 gives you 126, 129. So 180 minus 129. So finally we have D is equal to 51. So all right, moving towards next question. Question number 2. Find the values of the unknown each of the following parallelograms. So these quadrilaterals are parallelograms. So I'm doing part B first. Part B. In this parallelogram, The parallel sides are AB and CD. Another pair is AD and BC. So we have to find the angles, and we have studied that the opposite angles are equal. Similarly, as these two sides are parallel, so 4C and 5C, this angle and this angle, they are interior angles. So it means their sum should be equal to 4C plus 5C equal to 180 degree. We have studied that in the previous chapter, that sum of interior angles is 180 degree, or interior angles are supplementary angles. So 4C plus 5C, 9C equal to 180 degree. Also, you can write the reason: sum of interior angles is 180 degree. So C will be equal to 180 degree over 9, or C equal to 20 degree. Now, angle at A and angle at C are equal because we have studied that opposite angles of parallelogram are equal. So angle A will be equal to angle C, or 4C equal to 2D. And we know the value of C now. 4 into C means 4 into 20 degree equal to 2D. So 4 into 20, 80 degree, and this 2 will divide 80, so it is equal to D. So D will be equal to 40 degree. Okay, next question. Find the values of the unknown each of the following kites. So these quadrilaterals are kites. I'm doing part A. In part A, we can see that these two lines should be equal because this is the property of kite. Adjacent sides are equal in length. So it means if this is these lengths are equal, this angle should be A, because ADC is an isosceles triangle because of the two equal sides AD and DC. So we can write here angle DCA equal to angle DAC equal to A. The reason is equal angles of an isosceles triangle. So now we can apply the sum of angles on triangle. In triangle ADC, the sum of angles, first one is A, second one is A, and third one is 100, equal to 180 degree. So 2A, A plus A, 2A, 100 will go there, and it will be subtracted from 180. So A will be equal to, this is 80, and this 2 will divide this 80. So A is equal to 40 degree. Similarly, these two lengths are equal, CB and BC, CB and AB. So we will apply the same procedure. So right here, this angle should be equal to 61 degree. The angle CAB will be equal to angle BAC equal to 61 degree. And the reason is same, equal angles of an isosceles triangle. Now you're going to apply the sum of angles on triangle. The first angle is B, second one is 61, and third one is also 61, equal to 180 degree. So B will be equal to 61 plus 61, 122. So B equal to 180 degree minus 122. So finally we get B is equal to 58 degree. All right. Now this is your home assignment. Question number 1, 2, and 3. All the parts, including those parts we have discussed in this lecture. So Allah Hafiz, take care. Have a nice day.